What's up guys, Perfection here, and today we're going to talk about this brand new anime that I picked up recently that is going places that other anime have been afraid to go. Of course, enjoy the gameplay in the background. That is Gundam Versus. It's hype, it's lit, it's fire, it's all of the above. You guys should pick it up. But the anime that we're going to be talking about today is Goblin Slayer. Oh my god, this anime, it really went there. So let me give you the synopsis. The first episode follows this girl, a priestess who's new in this new world, this RPG element fantasy world, Dungeons and Dragons, and she's joining a guild. And she's starting out in porcelain class. Now, porcelain class is the newbie, rookie, novice rank of this guild. I think they said they have 9 classes, and I think the highest being diamond, then gold, and I think somewhere in the line, somewhere in there falls silver. Now, silver is important for what we're getting to later on in this review, this synopsis, whatever you want to call it. But she joins a group of other porcelain ranked adventurers. You have the warrior, the martial artist, and the mage. Now they're gonna go do something simple as hunting goblins. As you will soon find out, this task is not that simple and things change quick, but they're going out and they pick up the priestess, to join their party or whatever, and they go into this cave deep off in the woods, the forest somewhere. And they follow down this cave, and right at the beginning they see this, I guess steer skull with whatever little sacred shaman flags or whatever all over it, and that should have been warning enough to stay out of that cave. But of course, for this to be an adventure, they do it anyway. They go into this cave, and this is where the craziness ensues. First of all, they get engulfed by a horde of goblins. The warrior, who's boasting about, oh well, I chased off a group of goblins from my village, I'm a total badass. Guess who's the first to go down? The warrior dude here. He swings his sword, doesn't hit anybody or anything. Hold up, let me correct that. He does hit 1 or 2 goblins, and I mean, he is swinging his sword like he is a total noob, a knave, and I just don't know, like, they're treating this character like he's a teenager, but they're treating him like he's a little toddler with this sword. That's how inexperienced he is with this weapon. So of course he's the first to go down. Now you have the mage here, who she one-shots maybe 1 or 2 goblins here with this fire spell, but she gets impaled with a poison dagger and she is down, she is out. And the priestess, who's the main character, the story is told from her perspective, she can use healing magic, but guess what? It's no good, as you're about to find out later. But the martial artist chick, she goes in, she knocks around 1 or 2 goblins, and then this big hobgoblin shows up and just flails her around, just like, miss me with that weak wannabe Mortal Kombat katana stuff, and slings her around. But this is where this anime, because it has tons of violence, it's and of course most people are going to tell you nothing is new about violence, but the goblins strip down the martial artists, and it's not even implied. They just go ahead and let you know, yup, she is getting the business. We might even go hentai levels in this episode, you don't know. But yeah, they pretty much, the priestess gets it. And I'm just like, okay, I'm not happy about the act. Like, I could care either way about the act, but I don't know, refreshed that someone or some anime is willing to go there, because we've been all up and down the violence route with anime. We like seeing someone's brains explode in an anime is nothing new because we've gone there, but nobody's really gone there down the sexual aspect or sexual route with anime, because it's like in the current day and age, a lot of these companies are scared. Now, a lot of people say, well, Japan doesn't give a crap. Yeah, they don't give a crap if it's an anime they don't intend to dub, which I'm pretty sure they might, have the intentions to dub Goblin Slayer, but they went there, she got the business, and this is where, she says, run, she says run to the priestess who's carrying the mage, and they're about to get away, and she gets shot down with an arrow, and it's the goblins, and they're just about to do their thing to the mage, and they might even do their thing to the priestess, because the priestess gets so scared that she literally pisses herself. That's not even exaggeration. That's literally what happens in this episode. She's so scared she pisses herself. This episode alone trumps anything that you've seen in Attack on Titan. I have to say it, if you're an Attack on Titan fan, I'm sorry, but that's just my opinion. Like, everyone, when they first saw the level of violence in Attack on Titan, they were like, ooh, this is so new and brand new. And most people who have been watching anime will tell you, nah, violence is nothing new, especially blood and gore violence. That's been in anime. Anyway, this is like, they're taking a fresh approach and perspective with the way they do things in Goblin Slayer, that everything, when it all comes together, it just makes a really beautiful and realistic and dark, but not trying to be try hard dark type of show, if you get what I'm saying. And this is just all based upon how they presented this first episode. So you think that the priestess is about to get the business next, but of course walks in our hero or anti-hero, we don't know yet, Goblin Slayer. He pwns these goblins. He just completely he devastates the first two. It's nothing but a thing to him. He comes in, he is assessing the situation, like, how many were in your party? What's going on here? I'll deal with these goblins. And then we find out that he has potions. Is giving a potion to her, and she's being a selfless newbie character. No, give it to the mage, she's dying. And this is probably the only part that I didn't like about Goblin Slayer. It's just like, they were just dead set on this mage chick dying, when it's like, okay, we already went down the route of the healing miracle magic not working on her, and now the potion won't work. And it's like, okay, so poison is just really that effective in this world? Like, no. If you're supposed to be able to heal people with fatal wounds, would that not fall under the criteria for poison? If you get what I'm saying? Like, that's the only part that I really wanted to nitpick out of this whole episode. I just thought maybe they could have let the mage chick live. Maybe she could have joined the party. I don't know. I don't know. It just felt like they were too dead set on her being off. But of course she's done with. She dies. And the Goblin Slayer, of course, he's not done yet. He's going through this entire cave. He's kicking asses and he's taking names. He's like the Batman of this universe. The way that he meticulously takes down each and every goblin. And if you read the manga, which I'm not going to pretend like I have, but I have, seen little pockets of it. This guy is a goblin killer aficionado. He knows everything about goblins because he's fixated on taking out goblins, because in this universe, most people don't go after the goblins because they're not worth too much, but they are dangerous. And I like how they portray this character. He's not a Boy Scout good guy. He's just there handling business, and he takes out the goblins. And thankfully, the martial artist who got the business earlier, she's still alive. After he gets through taking out the goblins at the cave, the shaman goblin or whatever, she's saved, but she's obviously she's comatose or affected or traumatized. And I guess they do cut off a little bit. They don't actually show you the action of, they just let you know that this isn't implied, it's actually going down, but they don't show the act, if you get what I'm saying. So they must have just went XXX hentai haven whatever on her, and just mind broke her beyond repair is the way that they're portraying it. And I guess in this universe, the reason they kidnap the women is I think they reproduce with them. I don't think there's actual female goblins, so they abduct female characters in this universe and they breed with them, I guess. And I mean, this anime, like I said, I'm glad that they're willing to go there. Finally, some anime that has the guts to go down that route. I applaud it for that reason alone. I don't applaud the behavior, I applaud the boldness of the anime to go down that route. So at the end of it, he saves the day. Goblin Slayer saves the day, and the priestess shows up at the guild the next day, or I guess the next couple of days. They don't really tell you the passage of time, but she catches the Goblin Slayer and she joins his party. Like, she wants to be the priestess on that party to take on these goblins, and thus ends this episode. And I felt like it was really good. I felt like it did everything that it needed to do. It does have a lot of people talking, and I can tell you, if this gets dubbed and if it's uncensored, I can already see tons and tons and tons of people complaining. But I'm glad that this company or this production studio doesn't seem to care about the whining masses, because there's too many anime that don't want to push the envelope due to whining if they are getting a dub. Now, if they don't get a dub, they just do whatever they do because Japan doesn't care. But if it gets dubbed, the dubbers censor out a lot of stuff and tone it down. And I don't like censorship of any kind. So let me know what you think in the comment section below. Goblin Slayer is something that I highly recommend. It's definitely, in my opinion, going to be the big anime of this season. If it keeps up with this tone, if it keeps up with this level of awesomeness, of perfection, if you will. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Of course, you know my situation right now. You can support me over on GoFundMe, Patreon. You can even check out my Fiverr, because I am offering services right now that can help out other YouTubers. But of course, I've been your perfect being, the #1 anime gaming and Dragon Ball channel on YouTube. Click that subscribe button, hit that notification bell to get all these videos as they come out, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.